Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Cambridge United RTG. It's been a while, it's been nearly 2 weeks since I last recorded an episode, so despite the fact that you guys had videos whilst I was away, obviously they were recorded a long time in advance. Hence why, I might as well address the elephant in the room right off the bat. I didn't just jump on BLIN and make the signing. I wanted to wait and get your feedback from the YouTube comment section, which recently I've been accused of not doing often enough, and then the one time typically that I wait for the YouTube feedback, I then get shouted at for not making a decision on my own. So, yes, elephant in the room. Hervé BLIN. I didn't notice at the time of recording, nor did the 200 people that were watching live notice at the time of the recording, that after 4 years of nobody being interested in him whatsoever, the one time that I decide I might actually want to try and pick him up on a free, he signs for Liverpool. So, Hervé BLIN is not an option for us in this save right now. I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes sometimes. A small mistake of not noticing that he was now signed by Liverpool. I didn't notice that they were interested in him. I didn't get an email to say there's interest in BLIN, a contract has been offered. So, I just quite frankly didn't see it. And for those of you that were shouting at me in one episode for not reacting to the comment section from the day prior, that day prior's video was recorded a week before you saw it. So no, I couldn't react to the comment section from one video to the next because they were pre-recorded. As I'd said multiple times in multiple videos, please don't shout at me in the comments section. I'm just trying to make entertaining content. I wanted a holiday. Let's just put that behind us, shall we? We will not be signing BLIN. However, we do have the opportunity to sign the Cristiano Ronaldo regen, Gonçalo Martins from Tottenham. He's 90 rated, they're in the Championship. I want him. We also have the opportunity to snap up Eduardo Camavinga or perhaps Nicolo Barella from Tottenham as well for the central midfield position. Now, to bring in both players, or players in both positions that we want, a striker and a central midfield player, someone has to go. That someone is going to be Kirk Falconer. He's going to leave us. I'm going to sell him. I might try and use him as a make weight. I might not, but he is going to leave to raise the funds to bring in some more players. So we're in the Champions League next year, as we know, or this year even, so we're waiting for the group stage to be drawn. That will, of course, be drawn by the end of the month of August, once the playoff and qualification rounds have been played for the group stage in the Champions League. So, we're going to push forward. We have £160-ish million available to us at present. I am going to go for the midfielder first, because that's the position where I want to, or where I feel like it would make more of an impact. We know that Semenyo can make the difference in the Premier League. He scored 20 plus goals last season at Premier League level. Camavinga is going to be the first port of call. Then it's a case of seeing if we can get a Faulkner sale or even a Faulkner player plus cash deal for Gonçalo Martins. Now, I will try and get him for about valuation, maybe slightly less, but well, I was hoping they'd factor in their relegation. It appears they're not going to factor in their relegation. So we're going to have to play through the nose for both players, which is fine. We're expecting to have to do so. But they'll take 100 million. That's certainly better than the 122 that they started off asking for, isn't it? So let's try and agree wages. He wants a crucial role. It's absolutely fine. We absolutely going to throw him straight into the starting lineup. Camavinga will hopefully... That's weird. I have alerts turned off. Apologies for that. We've had alerts or subscriptions go through whilst recording that haven't triggered the alert, and then weirdly an alert gets triggered. Apologies for that. Yes, he wants 100 grand. He can have 100 grand. Deal done. Thank you very much, Eduardo. You're in. So we know how much money we have left available for that striking role. Barrero Martins will drop out of that lineup there, and Abbott will drop out of the squad entirely, and Camavinga will go into the starting lineup. Now, Holland will be then my backup cam as we look to sell Kirk Falconer to bring in a certain someone up top, certain Cristiano Ronaldo regen up top. So, it's a case of advancing a little bit, seeing who's interested in Kirk, and if we can get the sale. We'll give it a couple of weeks to see if anyone does want to come in for him. If not, then we'll start using him as make-weight. But he says he's surprised that we've put him on the transfer list, but he's not unhappy about it. So he's quite open to the move, it seems, which is good because we're quite open to moving him on. A bid from Atlanta for Triple Lockadina, no thank you. So with regards to board objectives this season, obviously we covered them in the last episode, but I mean, it's been nearly 2 weeks since I had a look at this. So we want to get one youth player from the academy, that's fine. 7 games with at least 1 goal scored in away games, that won't be a problem. 3 players from South America, we're not looking to do South American signings, so that isn't going to get done, unfortunately. Financially, we'll certainly finish the season with a profit margin, a large profit margin, thanks to all of the prize money we'll get. They want us to finish top 4, which is fine. FA Cup final, we'll try and do, and then the Champions League final we'll try and do, and hopefully with the right additions to the squad, which we think we're making, we'll be able to do exactly that. So I need to raise about £100 million, and it just so happens that Kirk Falconer is valued about £100 million. So fingers are crossed that everything will fall into place for us. Nkapie bid of £37.9 million from Villarreal. No, thank you very much. A bid for Hammond, however, of £9 million, which I am going to accept. That'll raise some extra money. Of course, we have Hubner in goal for us currently. We have Nilsildo Hayes as our backup, and Hammond. But this is more than likely going to be the last season at Cambridge. So I might as well sell him whilst trying to raise funds to sign someone else. He's third choice goalkeeper. I shouldn't need a third choice goalkeeper. Please, someone come in and bid for Kirk Falconer. It's valued at 92 million, I think it was, prior to listing. Hammond has been sold. That's good. Money raised. Camavinga will do the job for us. Let's see. What was he? I'm sure he was valued at 90 something, Kirk Falconer. 94, not 92. 94. He's unhappy with his contract. He's unhappy with his playtime. He's the obvious to move on. Someone bid for him, please. Thank you very much. A bid for Elijah Stone from Inter of £158 million. Sorry, Elijah stays. We love him at the club. Another bid for Nkapie. This time it's a player plus cash deal. Borja Garces. That's a swift no, thank you very much. Still no interest in Kirk Falconer, which is not necessarily concerning. At this stage, we're still a month to go, but it's certainly a little bit worrisome, considering I can't guarantee that Tottenham would be open to the player plus cash deal. So I will try that now at an early enough stage so that if they don't agree it, we have the opportunity to still sell Falconer and renegotiate timescale wise. Now I have, well, as you can see, £78 million available to me. So we will offer £78 million plus, who was it we were offering? It was Falconer, Kirk Falconer. That's a total transfer sum. In fact, I might try and negotiate the fee down a little bit of, right, let's make it 56 for good measure. £150 million basically is what the valuation of that is. Please be interested. They are interested in Kirk. That's good news. They certainly are not going to get 144 million plus plus a 94 million pound player. That ain't happening, lads. I'm sorry. It looks like we're going to have to sell Kirk for as big a fee as we can possibly get and hope that Tottenham are open to a bit of negotiation, because there's no way they're getting 144 million. It's just quite obviously not happening. That's not even going to, might leave me enough for wages. Factoring in, I'm going to have to end the negotiation. Factoring in Kirk Falconer's wages that are going to be opened up and freed up. Dear European world of everybody, please someone come and bid for Kirk Falconer. Interest in Nunez, which is frustrating because he was kind of going to be my backup. An interest in Federico Valverde from Wolves, but that's fine. If it comes down to either selling someone like Stone and buying Martins and another midfielder, or just sticking with what we've got, I think I'd rather stick with what we've got. at this stage and wait until January. But we shall play it by ear. There is still 4 weeks or so left in this transfer window. The first game of the season against Southampton is on the horizon, but we will bid for Darling, not necessarily what we were after. Bid for Cade Gordon as well of £89.9 million plus Harvey Barnes from Lazio. But again, we shall be rejecting that. Thank you very much. We've got Chelsea and Manchester United later in the month, so rather understandably, the two games that we'll play in this transfer window will be Chelsea and Manchester United. Morale is absolutely fine. Sharpness is fine. We don't need to go to the press conference. Camavinga making his debut, and by making his debut, he doesn't get on the score sheet. Elijah Stone certainly proves that he wants to stay, though, with 2 goals, and Radoni adds 1 as well. A solid start to the Premier League season. Now, if someone could please bid for Kirk Falconer, that'd be lovely. It's been on the transfer list for quite a while now, and no one seems to have any sort of interest in him. Potential to be special youngster that's 86 rated already at such a young age. I am particularly surprised that nobody has shown any bit of interest whatsoever. Very peculiar indeed. So as we... Oh, it's a bid for Holland. No! So, a bit ironic that the bid for Holland comes from the Netherlands via Ajax. So, Semenyo will lead our line continually for the time being then. It's a shame that nobody appears to be interested at this present moment in time in a certain Faulkner. I haven't received any offers. His wages are tiny. Oh, come on! We'll have to factor that in, actually, if we do end up using him as a player swap deal, because his wages aren't going to actually free up that much. I'm going to need to make sure I've got enough to be able to afford Martins' wages or someone else's wages, whoever we may go for, when the opportunity comes to sign a new striker. For the time being, though, Antoine Semenyo is going to have to continue to lead the line. Andre Lunin apparently might be about to make his debut for Chelsea. It certainly looks like he is going to be doing so. In the rain at the Abbey Stadium, it's time to start our played selection of the Premier League season. We won on match day 1. Let's see if we can't win on match day 2, shall we? Pulisic can go out wide. Kai Havertz is just going to have to get used to being there, unless we move him slightly further forward and change him to a ram. There we go. They got a better centre-back? Not really much difference there, is it? Right then. Well, you can see Chelsea's lineup there. There's no point me showing you the in-game menu then. Lunin, Chilwell, Sarr, Timber, Todibo, James, Tielemans, Havertz, Oyarzabal, Esposito, and Christian Pulisic. Here we go. Chelsea at home. It's a bit weird playing with circles on the pitch. Very, very trippy indeed. It's going to be harder, I think, to try and gauge offsides, etc. with the pitch looking as it is. Now, I have given Twitch chat fair warning, and I will give you guys here on YouTube fair warning as well. I've recorded a couple of Ajax videos for Facebook the past 24 hours or so, and I have not been playing very well. I'm a little bit rusty after not playing FIFA for 2 weeks, so hopefully the quality in this squad will help carry me, and we won't have some poor results. If I am a little bit dodgy, do allow me a couple of days to get back up to speed. Radoni will lift this into the middle, but it's cleared away. Stone will try and win the header and can't, and Chelsea will clear it. On the front foot, though, at the beginning of the game, but we'll wait and see if I can keep that up and remain defensively solid. Spoiler alert for the Ajax save. I just played a Champions League game that ended 5-5. Jesus wept, Christian Pulisic. Do you want to hit that any harder? No is probably the answer, but he would like to be onside, which he wasn't. McCallum into Camavinga. First time using Camavinga on FIFA at all, so I'm very intrigued to see how good he can be for me, especially now that he's grown up as high as 89 rated. I'm hoping he's going to be an absolute monster in the centre mid position. Whether he'll be significantly better than Barrera Martins remains to be seen. We said that Martins felt like he played much better than an 80 overall rated player. And I expect Camavinga to be better, but by how much, I'm not sure. Rodoni could be on the end of this. He is, but unfortunately, he's headed it over the top of the bar. This is, of course, our first home game in our, again, newly refurbished stadium. We've moved grounds once, as in we've built an entire new ground once. And then, of course, we spent a couple of years ground sharing with the American football team. And in back-to-back seasons, we have since further redeveloped this same ground to add corners and then now extra tiers. That's a finish from Esposito, and that was unstoppable. Chelsea do have their 1-0 lead. The player is onside this time, and he's banged it top bins. Here's Chilwell down the line to Arthur and Pulisic back to Havertz, and Hübner has to deny his fellow German counterpart with an excellent save. Tielemans to Christian Pulisic, lobbed in, but Keanu Hoover will deal with that. Rodoni brings it down and needs the support, but Sam McCallum is there, and let's just slow things down, calm it down, and not let the game get a bit stretched, because if things get frantic, I am not in a position to be able to deal with it very well at all. I need to keep things played at a tempo I'm comfortable with. Camavinga, excellent footwork. The ball into Semenyo. Elijah Stone's making the run. Actually look for Rodoni. Jurriën Timber is there to intercept. 10 minutes to go till half time. We started the brighter. Chelsea have picked up the momentum in the game though. And they're the ones that have gone and put the ball in the back of the net twice as it happens, but only once will it count. Yuri Tielemans, Camavinga went for it, didn't get there. Havertz on his right, it hits Gwilt, it'll fall to Esposito, and Hübner denies a Chelsea man again from scoring another goal. Pulisic for a second time whips it in as they play it short. For a second time, Keanu Hoover's underneath it. Excellent chest down by Tielemans, but we will get away with it. And Elijah Stone doesn't really have many options here. Semenyo came short just as I was trying to find him in behind. Never mind, never mind. 1-0 down at half-time isn't the worst. So, hopefully, it's something we can recover. Whoa! It's a position we can recover from. That'll be a yellow card for a Chelsea man before half-time. Cade Gordon around the corner here to Keanu Hoover. And actually, we could be in here looking for someone in the middle. Oh, we went up for it, but couldn't get to the header. Tielemans into Esposito. Hoover bumps him off it and recovers possession as well, looking for Camavinga. Out wide to Sam McCallum. Still waiting for the first chance of this second half, but hopefully it will be arriving sooner rather than later. Semenyo looking for Rodoni. Terrible pass. And Chelsea have the ball back. He worked so hard to win it back. And then, well, just wayward passing lets you down. Feels entirely different to the way that the game plays with my Ajax team in that Facebook save. We've just started Season 2 over there. Here, of course, starting Season 8. And, well, player stats are certainly a lot higher in every regard than they are at the beginning of Season 2, that's for sure. Esposito, Kai Havertz, the game just gets played at such a ferocious tempo. What is their keeper doing? It's so difficult to try and adjust going from one save to another. But Rodoni is looking to get away here. You can see the run of Angel Di Soria. And he is in behind. And Semenyo is there at the back post. It's actually going to come to Cade Gordon. Side netting only. Side netting only. It was a tight angle. I probably shouldn't have shot. Esposito goes off and they'll make a change up top. And coming on in his place is Acuna, who's a player that hopefully we should be able to deal with. Excellent header there. We'll work this about and we'll try and create another chance. Rodoni. And wide to Sam McCallum. Turns nicely, absolutely sends the defender, but then kicks it straight at Kai Havertz. Well done, pal. 20 minutes to go. I'm going to make a change. Oh, it's a good run by Pulisic. He's just so fast. Trying to keep up with him is so very difficult. Reece James tackled by Soria. We're not going to keep it in, though. Is my throw, however, actually. So I'm quite happy with that. Pulisic's going off. Quite happy about that as well. Who they brought on in his place? I'm not sure. Plata. Gonzalo Plata is still a very, very good player. Chelsea have quality in depth, certainly. Elijah Stone forward in there to Cade Gordon and Semenyo. Falconer is there as the option. We'll get Soria in around the corner. Now, a late equaliser here would be absolutely wonderful. Falconer is there. Elijah Stone is calling for it. And Elijah Stone took an extra touch in there. But he finds Cade Gordon, who will spin well and burst past the man. Shot blocked by Sarr. Corner's coming in from Elijah Stone. Gwilt is there waiting on the edge of the 6-yard box. Gwilt, this will go towards keeper's come. Keeper claims clean sheet on debut for Andre Lunin. And a defeat at home against Chelsea for us in the first played game of the Premier League season. Well, not as bad as some of the games I just played in the Ajax save, but still defeat nonetheless. Hopefully, though, we shall bounce back in the game against Manchester United. Semenyo's release clause has been met of 52.3 million. You don't see your future here. We still need you, Antoine. I'm going to try and offer him a new contract if it will let me. I'm hoping it will still let me, even though he said he doesn't want to be here anymore. I can still offer him a new deal. He's on £64,000 a week. I'm not going to offer him that. But I am going to have to offer him a fairly sizable increase to get him to re-sign. 1 year extension at £95,000 a week. Semenyo will stay with us. Sorry, Freiburg, but that is not happening. We want to keep Semenyo at the club. Good to see. I just want to say that it's great for my confidence to know you still value what I can bring to the team. We respect you, Antoine. That's why we've offered you a new deal. That's why we're looking to keep you for the time being. Let's drop us to 7th in the table, but rather obviously there is a long way to go. So many transfer talks break down. Go ahead, Eagles are coming for Linus Bush. He is on the transfer list, yes, because we've got Dunn in, don't we? So, well, that's another £2-ish million raised to go towards the striker deal. But I'm still not in a position to have earned enough. I don't want to sell Sam McCallum. Not in a position to have earned enough to be able to go out and get Martins. So we might have to wait until January to bring in a new striker at this rate. Manchester United on the horizon. Still no news about Kurt Falconer. I'll try taking him off and putting him back on the transfer list again. Not that I think that would make any difference, but we'll give it a go and we'll see if it sparks any interest. Right, if there's nothing to bring to you from that, then let's go and play Manchester United. Bush has been sold. Falconer is just, well, he's reacting to the fact that I took him off the transfer list, and he hasn't actually reacted to the fact that I put him back on it again. Sorry, pal. Right, Manchester United away then. To Old Trafford we go next, and hopefully up the table. Manchester United then. Juan Musso in goal for them. At right back, Andoni Gorosabel, Christian Romero and Dayot Upamecano at centre-back. That's brutal. Marcus Holmgren Pedersen at left-back for them. They have Eric Martel, Declan Rice and Jack Grealish in the middle, with Noni Madueke, Jadon Sancho and Moise Kean up top through the middle. They have a formation with 1 CDM and 2 centre mids. So, of course, in their squad, they have 0 centre mids and 9 CDMs. It is what it is. As such, Grealish is playing centrally in a cam role. Whatevs. Right, Old Trafford then. Bring it on. Noni Madueke. He's a bit quick, apparently. Noni Madueke. He just decided he was gone. And then he went. Up we go, please, Eduardo. Declan Rice there physically. It was an attempted clearance from Sam McCallum that ended up being just a slide tackle. Noni Madueke picking up a yellow card for his challenge after just a few seconds. And here comes the corner. Jadon Sancho might actually go short here, and he's going to do so. Jack Grealish comes across. And, well, Nkapie gave everything to get to that. Soria getting to that too, and gave everything to get to that. It's getting a little bit feisty here. Challenges flying in. Sancho, oh, it's a nice one too. Jadon finds Declan Rice, Hubner with the save. It's pressure in front of the Stretford end for Manchester United at the moment. Jadon Sancho to deliver. I think this is the Stretford end. Stretford end may actually be the other end of the pitch. I'm not too sure from this camera angle. Declan Rice to Upamecano. Tries to turn. Oh, trying to get rid of it. That is just pinball. There was no actual intention with any of those passes. It just quite simply pinballed. Nice ball round the corner though, looking for Keanu Hoover, who will look to float this and try and find Jack Rodoni in the middle. Semenyo is there. He'll look for Rodoni via Elijah Stone. Find him. Get away from Romero. Look for a bit of space. Stone with the effort. Musso with the save. Our first chance comes and goes after half an hour. No goal yet. Here's Jack Grealish in there to Jadon Sancho. And Moise Kean. Shot blocked well by Gwilt. Nobody seemed to want to chase after that. Oh, Grealish with a fancy pass to Moise Kean. And Noni Madueke back to the Italian again. Nkapie drawn out of position. McCallum wins that header. We'll get up here with Nkapie and find Soria and just look to race away if we can, which we indeed can. Camavinga then on the counter. Don't want to overrun it. Rodoni will use the right back first. Could have played Kay Gordon through there. Wasn't confident of the pass reaching him. Stone will look for Gordon this time. And then for Semenyo, who's in a good position. Just tried to dip the shoulder and dart into the gap. But that gap closed. 0-0 at the break. We've been more solid defensively. And better going the other way too. But nothing to show for it yet. Other than the clean sheet. Here's Jadon Sancho. Out wide to Pedersen. He's got the legs. Grealish has the swift pass, but Hoover's in the way. Chance for them from a set piece. Feels like they're making a change. Indeed they are. Jack Grealish going off. And in his place, we'll find out in a moment, Noni Madueke, it's Velasco that's come on in his place. Upamecano with the effort. Hoover with a strong arm to ensure that Manchester United don't take the lead. In the battle of United versus United, it's United 0, United 0 after 57 minutes. Jadon Sancho stood that up nicely. Moise Kean gets there. Oh, awkward save from Hubner, but a save nonetheless. Seemed to go with one hand and it hit the other. Need to have a look at that. It's a good header. Yeah, he's kind of dived forwards for it. That's really odd. But make the save he did and be happy with it we will be. Jadon Sancho is going to go short again from a corner. Noni Madueke stands up again and Soria ensures that he does enough to put the Manchester United man off attacking the ball. And as we approach the hour mark, it's still 0-0. Camavinga in there to Soria. McCallum. Soria's still here with me. Can't get past Declan Rice though. Here's Moise Kean. Jadon Sancho attacking. Perfect way to pass for Velasco. The quality of finish from our opponents today is very high. Off the bench to make the impact, Velasco. And that's going to be a really odd celebration. But I don't think I've actually ever seen that in FIFA before. But it's going to be Manchester United 1, Cambridge United 0. A lovely ball over the top. I felt like, well, might have just gotten there. But, I mean, that's, again, as was the case with Chelsea's goal, unstoppable. Manchester United 1. Cambridge United 0, as was the scoreline in the Chelsea game. Is that a sign that we do desperately need that new striker? I don't think so, given our goal-scoring performances last season, but certainly we haven't hit the ground running this season in front of goal. I'll get it in there to Rodoni. Oh, I just needed that extra touch to get the sprint in to burst away. We got the first touch under control, but then couldn't accelerate away from the defender before the challenge came in. That's a ping, but McCallum will be underneath it. And there is just enough time to try and get an equaliser. And it might open up for us here if Soria can get away. There's plenty of defenders back. We do get it to Rodoni. He finds Kay Gordon. And the former Liverpool man will give us an equaliser. Kay Gordon to the rescue. Yes, boys. Kay Gordon with the equaliser. No, not at the Stretford end. Just saw it at the far side on top of the stand. In front of the travelling away fans. We have an equaliser. And I feel like we deserve that. We are going to get a point from Old Trafford. Brilliant ball across from Rodoni. Bypassing the man in the middle, Elijah Stone. And pinpoint accuracy with his finish too. Not powered in like Chelsea's goal or Manchester United's goal. But just as accurate. Just as devastating. And it counts just as much as anybody else's. But are Manchester United still, perhaps, no, going to take the victory? Whoa, hello. They pushed me there. I'll look for Semenyo. Now, ref, please give me the opportunity to get in behind. If Semenyo doesn't stumble there, he's in. But he stumbled and he's not in. We'll take the point. We'll be happy for it. In United versus United, it's 1 goal apiece. We'll take the point. An even game, in fairness. The Chelsea one was even too. We could have justified a point in that fixture as well, but we do get the point on this occasion. That would be 4 to start the season. It's not amazing, but it's not the worst either. Bid for Hayes, but that's going to be rejected. He will be my European goalkeeper moving forward. We should have that European group stage drawn sooner rather than later. Now then. This would mean that Falconer would stay and Rudoni would go. And I don't know which way around I want to do it. We do very much like Rudoni. But Falconer is younger and has higher potential. And this would give me the money to sign Martins. Oh, this is a tough decision now. A really tough decision now. I can probably advance a little bit and that bid will still be there. Can we get as far as deadline day before that deal expires? I don't want to take any risks. I'm just not getting any bids, am I? Just not getting any bids for Kirk Falconer. We'll try and negotiate it. We'll try and negotiate it. It looks like Rodoni is going to be the man to leave. This would just give me enough money to bring Martins in. 124.6. I will accept 124.6 from Real Madrid. Jack Rudoni is the one to go, provided, of course, he agrees contract terms with Real Madrid. If I now get a bid for Falconer, I will be pissed. We've made that decision based on the lack of interest in Kirk. Now, as we head to transfer deadline day, bids for Doyle and Incapié. A lot of interest in Incapié. Really surprised at that. But he stays. Now, I'm going to need that deal to go through. Federico Valverde has gone from Chelsea to Wolves for 106 million. Camavinga to me for 100 million on the nose. And then Carvalho has gone from Hoffenheim. That's Fabio Carvalho of Fulham. Gone from Hoffenheim to West Ham for 95.9 million. Now, I need news of this deal going through. Sharpish, please. But still not much. Doyle, a bit of swap deal for Provod with Niall John coming the other way, which is certainly going to be rejected. And continued interest in Callum Doyle. Now, give me that news about Jack Rodoni leaving, please. Real Madrid, there you go, confirmed. You can see it in the latest deals. Rodoni sold. 111 million added to the transfer budget. Let's go and get our Cristiano Ronaldo regen from Tottenham Hotspur. I have the finances to be able to afford it now. He's also grown to 91 rated. Please don't tell me that's going to scupper my chances of signing him. I have 192 million available to me. I'm going to need them to accept it. Oh my God. We are going to be able to afford the transfer fee, but I'm going to have to try and get him for a little bit less than that to be able to afford his wages. They will accept 180. Whoa, I was a little bit worried there when I saw he'd gone up to 91 rated, that actually we still weren't going to be able to get Gonçalo Martins in. Negotiate. What do you want wage-wise, my man? He's on 130 grand. He can have Crucial, rather obviously. 91 rated. He absolutely can have Crucial. No release clause. And he's willing to take a wage cut. In you come, son! Cristiano Ronaldo regen, or at least we expect it's the Ronaldo regen. We actually don't have that confirmed yet. So if I go to edit players, I'll be able to see his birthday, and then we can double check. I'm pretty sure Ronaldo was born on the 5th of February. Indeed he was. To triple confirm, Cristiano Ronaldo regen. In he comes to start up top at 91 rated. At 91 rated. That's fucking ridiculous. He's amazing. Falconer goes in then in that cam spot now to start every week. I certainly hope he doesn't let us down. We'll take him off the transfer list. And, well, I might offer him a new contract as well, because that's what he was concerned about too. Remove him from the transfer list. Delegate renewal. He's on 32-ish, so I can offer him a bit of an extension and a bit of a hefty pay rise. Hopefully, that's the signing that helps take us to the next level. Jack Rudoni will be missed. But, fingers crossed, we've made the right decision for the side moving forward. The captain's armband at present has gone to Elijah Stone. However, we should probably give it to Gwilt at the back. The rock of our defence, Michael Gwilt. Let's see what else happens throughout the course of transfer deadline day. Giovanni Lo Celso into Chelsea, you see there from the latest deals tab. 1.1 billion pounds spent now. Balls that up. Famalicão with a bid for Harry Darling. Are we actually open to letting Harry Darling go? With Doyle and Okadina? Yeah, we probably are. We probably are. Go on then. Sorry, Harry. You can go and get some first team football because you probably deserve it, to be completely honest. Any other massive deals to go through in the remainder of this window? Well, 2 bids for Stone. One from Chelsea that is pure cash, 152.6 million. The other one is from Leipzig, offering me an 85 rated Viktor Sigankov at 30 years of age, plus 91.8 million pounds. Now, obviously, we like Elijah Stone, and Elijah Stone is going to stay. We are, of course, at the stage of a career mode where transfer bids and transfer values are inflated, shall we say. So you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit with regards to everything, really, at this stage of a save. But we signed Gonçalves. Tell me the last time a championship second-tier level player, well, he's not that level, but was playing at that level, was sold for 180 million. Because I don't think you'll be able to tell me. Jack Rudoni to Real Madrid, and then Valverde is that third highest signing from Chelsea to Wolves. Rafinha from Tottenham to Inter. They are also letting yet more players go, it seems. So in this transfer window, then in the Premier League, let's have a look. Bournemouth. Not much, actually, from Bournemouth. Arsenal, 184.8 made and 130.6 spent. Villa have been active, although not massive amounts of money. Brentford have been active, 200 million out, 200 million in. Brighton, 100 million out with 70 in. Burnley spending non-Burnley-esque levels of money. Yeah, we spent 280 million in that window. Bloody hell, mate! Chelsea spent 180 million and have made 163. Yuri Tielemans and Lo Celso coming in. Renato Sanchez and Valverde leaving. Everton have spent 207 million. Fikayo Tomori is now in at Goodison Park. That's a hell of a signing. And Romero as well. Not sure which Romero that may well be. Mengi, Boscali, or Boshali, and McAtee in at Fulham. Leeds have spent 100 million and made 110. BLIN in at Liverpool, of course. Again, apologies for that. It happens. Lamar, Kamara, and Oppegaard out there. Manchester City. Well, they sold, actually, Jacob Ramsey. I didn't expect that. Jacob Ramsey was a player I would like, or is a player I would like to use in a later save. Manchester United made 100. Oh, it was Christian Romero. Romero out at Manchester United and Romero in at Everton. That's intriguing. Because Romero just played against us for Manchester United, so that deal has gone through in the last week of the transfer window. Newcastle make quite a substantial loss, actually. Southampton make quite a substantial profit, as it happens. Bloody hell. Watford busy in the window. West Brom, not that busy in the window. West Ham, very busy in the window. And Wolves, Sanchez and Valverde, they have significantly improved the middle of their midfield, haven't they? Renato Sanchez and Federico Valverde in the same window. That's absolutely remarkable. We will be intrigued to see how Tottenham are getting on, actually, in the Championship. I wonder if they've got a goalkeeper yet. Let's see how they're performing in the Championship. They are top. So one would imagine then that Spurs are playing their goalkeeper in goal. There's no way for me to be able to definitively tell because I can't see player stats for the Championship. All I can see is details of them in the Cup competition. Obviously, they are playing in the FA Cup, so I will be able to see Tottenham's lineup. But I can't see if Alban Lafont is actually being played in goal. But you would presume that the fact that they have 5 wins from 6 games in the Championship means that they are playing a goalkeeper in goal. 16 goals scored and only 5 conceded. I think we might be seeing Spurs in the Premier League again next year, and Leicester City too. Although a number of other sides are trying to keep pace with them and thus far are doing a half-decent job of doing that. Right, that will be all for today. So actually, let's show you the full transfer history then for this window. You know the top 3. Then it was Camavinga and Carvalho, who is 86 rated now. Upamecano was done in this window as well, 89.1 million. Fikayo Tomori was 82.3 million pounds in valuation and 88 rated. Dani Olmo to Valencia from Leipzig. A regen Sykes, 22-year-old, 85 rated striker. I'd be intrigued to know whose regen he is, if any, at 76.4 million pounds. Cho to Brentford. Morato to Arsenal. Keiki to AC Milan, 86 rated now Keiki. Aaron Hickey to Barcelona from Lille. Wow. Yuri Tielemans we are aware of. 23 rated Belgian centre forward. This could be Dries Mertens regen probably, isn't it? Simon Lambert. Dries Mertens regen, you would imagine. Bastoni. Gentile, Italian centre-back, 85 rated. Bonucci, Chiellini regen, perhaps gone to Aston Villa. Jacob Ramsey went to Leipzig. Djordjevic has gone to Bayern Munich. Left wing. I want to say that's a Serbia flag. So that might well be a Dusan Tadic regen, perhaps. From Djordjevic, from Atletico PR to Bayern Munich. Iskra. Slovenian goalkeeper. Well, that is going to be Handanovic regen then, isn't it? It's not going to be... my brain is just absolutely blanked. Jan Oblak, because he's probably still playing. Abu? Oh, I said that. Amad Diallo to Lille from Lyon. Any other regions in here? Calderon, a Spanish centre-back at 85 rated. Sergio Ramos or Piqué region, perhaps. A striker, a Spanish striker at 83 rated. Ugio Barro from Watford. We played against him last year or year before last in the Championship. Or was it last year in the Premier League? I can't remember. It might have been last year in the Premier League. It's been a while since I recorded. I apologise. Well, there's only one player that could be a regen of. Welcome a 6'5", the Keylor Navas regen back to the Spanish League. Any other surprises in there? That'll be a Radamel Falcao regen then. Colombian striker. I do find it intriguing. Brazilian CDM at 24 years of age. Fernandinho perhaps? Or Casemiro regen maybe? A Argentinian left back. Probably Tagliafico regen maybe? Might not be a regen of course, but probably a Tagliafico or maybe Acuna regen. Although I think Acuna's probably still playing. That's your transfer roundup. We find ourselves 12th in the table after 3 games, but I guarantee you we won't finish 12th in the league come the end of the season. Going for broke in all competitions this year, please, if possible. Our Champions League group is Real Sociedad, Galatasaray and Marseille. That's a winnable group, thank you very much. Very much so. That'll do for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Appreciate your support as ever. Hopefully, we can just leave that BLIN business behind and we'll crack on and do what we possibly can for the remainder of the season. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.